Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads Mahabharata 133. As you may remember, Draupadi stopped fighting Dushasana. She forgot everything. She gave up all attempts to protect herself from danger. With her palms folded together like a lotus bud, she stood with her eyes closed. They rained tears, and her lips rained the praises of the Lord. Krishna, Vasudeva, they say that you are the refuge of the helpless. You are everything to me. You must not be blind to the danger which threatens me. They say you are everywhere, that you are present where your bhaktas sing your names. You must be here. I surrender myself to you. It is up to you to save me. It looked as though she was in a trance. She was immune to the words of her enemies. She was not resisting the outrage that Dushasana was attempting. She stood with her palms folded and with her eyes closed. Dushasana began to pull her clothes. They unwound easily. She was not trying to defend herself. The horrified audience looked on. Then a miracle was seen. Dushasana was pulling at her cloth, and it was getting longer. He used both hands and pulled. Still, the cloth kept on feeding his hands. He could not pull it off completely. The cloth grew like the infinite kindness of God, like the tears of a repentant person, like the gifts of a generous one. It was growing. By the side of Dushasana, whose anger was mounting, could be seen a heap of cloth which was growing in size every moment. All the colors of the rainbow gleamed from that heap of cloth. Dushasana was tired. He could no longer continue disrobing this woman. She seemed a witch, or else, how could this happen? At last, exhausted, he gave up the attempt and sat down with chagrin written on his face. The voice of Bhima broke the spell which had descended on the audience. He wrung his hands, his strong hands together, and said, "Listen to me, all ye Kshatriyas. If I do not kill this sinner Dushasana and drink his blood, let me never see the heavens where my forefathers are. Let me go to hell that is meant for the worst sinners. I will tear his heart out and drink his blood. I swear it." Dushasana laughed at him. They all laughed at him. Radeya said, "Why are you silent, Dushasana? Take her to the servants' quarters. Let her get acquainted with her new duties." Poor Draupadi was wailing, "I am not a slave." She appealed to each and every one of the elders, but there was no one to help her. All of them were silent. Everyone was afraid of Duryodhana, all but Vidura. Again and again he said that the words of Vikarna were right, and she was by no means a slave. But no one paid any attention to his words. Duryodhana smiled at Draupadi and said, "Stop repeating your question. Stop repeating you're not a slave. We have heard it often enough. We will leave that aside for a moment. Your 5 husbands, Nakula, Sahadeva, Arjuna, Bhima, and Yudhishthira, the image of Dharma, are all here. They have not so far made any attempt to answer your question. They have not tried to release you from your slavery. They stood silent even when your honor was at stake. I'm waiting for Yudhishthira to speak. Let him say whether you belong to him or to me. We will decide your future after that." He waited with a taunting smile on his lips. The bowed head of Yudhishthira was still bowed. He did not speak a word. Duryodhana laughed and said, "Draupadi, look, your lords are all silent." Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.